This is international news. Saudi Arabia, it seems, a few hours ago has declared that female students will no longer be allowed to wear the abaya in exam halls. Remember, an abaya is a loose cloak-like garment. It's worn on the whole body except for the face, the hands and the feet. Now, this announcement was made by the Saudi Education and Training Evaluation Commission. The body is responsible for the education system along with the Ministry of Education. It said that female students must wear school uniforms inside exam halls and adhere to the country's public regulations. Now, this huge announcement also comes at a time, remember, we'll bring you more details, just 4 years after the country had announced that the abaya would no longer be legally enforced. Till then, it used to be legally enforced, but since 2018, the legal enforcement of it has stopped. Now, I'll go very quickly over to my colleague Pallavi to understand more. Pallavi, some would say that over the last few years, under the kingdom's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the country has seen some expansion in women's rights. Is that the correct lens to look at this development in?
Yes, and therefore it comes, from giving voting rights to talking about women empowerment, women achievers. This, of course, does come in for a lot of condemnation and a lot of shock. And in fact, I saw one of the first reactions which also came in from the UK Prime Minister, who also said that, I've got 2 daughters, and this denial of rights for women and restrictions on their education, restrictions on the way they carry themselves is completely unprecedented and also unacceptable. Also, Toya, this quickly comes back and brings back closer home to the debate which has been going on over here. Rules more important, traditions more important, or should women decide how they want to live, what kind of clothes they want to wear, and how do they want to go and study?
Okay, but if I could just lay it out for our audiences here, would it be correct to say that while in 2018 the government announced that the abaya would no longer be legally enforced, till now they had said that a woman could decide whether or not she wanted to wear an abaya. Now this decision in exam halls prevents abaya's wearability within exam halls specifically. Is that a correct summary?
Yes. Yes, that's absolutely correct. So in public place, there's no such restriction. A woman can decide how she wants to wear it or not. But then that brings back to the criticism that why don't you give that choice? But as I said, in contrast, or rather in comparison to what happened in our country as well, in Karnataka, for example, this is a debate which never seems to be finding a closure, because there are rules that, which are of schools for education institutes, which are put in place. There are security concerns, for example. Some of the institutions over here also pointed out, and in Saudi Arabia, they're making the point that, we are not telling a woman what to wear, whether she has to wear the abaya or not, but educational institutions bring with them certain rules and procedures and protocols which must be followed. But that doesn't mean that they haven't been prone to criticism. This has been condemned by many countries and also many of the women rights activists as well.
Okay, Pallavi,